Hello guys, welcome to Concept Video. My name is Nandivardhan Reddy from IRE College of Informational Technology. I'm wearing roll number 20951A1248 of second year third semester. Today's topic is today's subject is unlock and digital electronics. Topic is what is full wave rectifier? An electric circuit that converts AC to DC are known as rectifiers. Rectifiers are classified into two types as half wave rectifiers and full wave rectifiers. A full wave rectifier is defined as a rectifier that converts the complete cycle of alternating current into the pulsating DC. Here, half wave rectifier is mm, it converts full wave into half half cycle DC. But in full wave rectifier, it converts the complete cycle of alternate current into pulsating DC. Next, the circuit of the full wave rectifier can be constructed in two ways. The first method uses a center tapped transformer and two diodes. This arrangement is also known as center tapped full wave rectifier. The second method used as a standard transformer with four diodes arranged as a bridge. This is known as a bridge rectifier. Here we see center tap full wave rectifier. Here, uh, this is the first method. Here we use the center tap transformer. This is the center tap transformer and two diodes. See, D1 and D2 are two diodes. This is a center tap transformer. See, here we are inputting full wave rectifier. It was converting. This is a full wave. Okay, one cycle from here to here. One cycle. It was one full wave. AC current is converting into pulsating DC. DC. See, we are getting fully current, fully converting of to DC of AC. Next, working principle of full wave rectifier. The input AC supplies to the full wave rectifier is very high. The step-down transformer is in the rectifier circuit converts the high voltage AC into low voltage AC. The diode of the center tapped diodes is connected to the transformer secondary winding and connected to the load resistor. During the positive half cycle of the alternate current, the top half of the secondary winding becomes positive, while the secondary half of the secondary winding becomes negative. During the positive half cycle, diode D1 is in forward bias as it is connected to the top of the secondary winding, while diode D2 is reverse bias as it is connected to the bottom of the secondary winding. Due to this, diode D1 will conduct acting as a short circuit and D2 will not conduct acting as an open circuit. During the negative half cycle, the diode D1 is reverse biased and the diode D2 is forward biased because the top of this secondary circuit becomes negative and the bottom half of this circuit becomes positive. Thus, in a full wave rectifier, DC voltage is obtained for both positive and negative half cycle. Okay. Next, what is ripple factor? Ripple factor is defined as the ratio of RMS value of an alternating current component in the rectified output to the average value of rectified output. The ripple factor is denoted as gamma. It is a dimensionless quantity and always has a value less than unity. See, what is ripple factor? Again, we will see. Ripple factor is defined as the ratio of RMS value of an alternating current component in the rectified output to the average value of the rectified output. It was denoted by gamma, and it is a dimensionless quantity, and its value is always less than unity. Okay. Next, what is the use of ripple factor? Ripple factor is a very important in deciding the effectiveness of rectifier output. The smaller ripple factor describes the more effectiveness of that rectifier. The more ripple factor means more fluctuating AC component are present in the rectified output. See, second will see. Ripple factor is very important in deciding the effectiveness of rectifier output. The smaller ripple factor describes more effectiveness of the rectifier. The more ripple factor means more fluctuating AC components are present in the rectified output. This is the formula for ripple factor. Ripple factor is given in terms of RMS value of an AC component to the RMS value of DC component. Ripple factor gamma equal to root of IRMS square minus IDMS. RMS value of an AC current minus whole square minus RMS value of the DC current by IDC equal to, that is similarly equal to root of VRMS whole square minus VDC whole square by VDC. This is the formula for ripple factor. Ripple factor from half wave rectifier. For half wave rectification, IRMS equal to IM by 2. For direct current equal to Im by pi. Ripple factor equal to Im by 2 by Im by pi whole square minus 1 equal to 1.1 to 1. Ripple factor for half wave rectifier is 1.21. Ripple factor of half wave rectifier is about 1.21 by the derivation. As per you can see, output voltage has much more AC component in DC output voltage. So the half wave rectifier is ineffective in the conversion of AC to DC. The ripple factor in the ratio between the RMS value of the AC voltage and the DC voltage of the rectifier. The formula for ripple factor is, which can also be rearranged to equal to ripple factor of half wave rectifier is equal to 1.21. Gamma equal to 1.1. Here we conclude that. Hope you know all about the ripple factor. Here we see the definition and why they are present in the output circuit in the details. Ripple in the fluctuation in out of the rectifier. And ripple factor is necessary for measuring the fluctuation rate in the rectified output. By the uses of some capacitive filter and the other filters, we can reduce the ripple in out voltage. In most of every rectifier circuit uses capacitor in parallel of diodes of thyristor, which works as a filter in circuit. This capacitor helps to reduce the ripple in the output of the rectifier. Here we also saw the ripple factor of half wave and full wave rectifier. This is about all. This is about the conclusion. Thank you.